Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for 1-4. Introducing first.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to S.A.S. Wrestling S.A.S. the 13th. My name, Hardcore John Atkins, joined as ever by Gilligan Gordon.
John, let's get this right from the beginning. It's Gilligan Gordon joined by John Atkins. Beauty before age, my man, and you are certainly in second place on that one.
I'll take that as a compliment, Gilligan. Nonetheless, no time to waste. The opening contest, a tag team matchup set for one fall, and here come the models.
Speaking of beauty before age, here are two beautiful people. The models, Joseph Hayes and Dan Rio. They are pristine condition, and they are straight out the packet.
Well, not strictly speaking to my taste, Gilligan, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Anyway, here they come, the models. We've not seen too much of them.
I've seen plenty of them. I've watched their action, watched their matches. These two are absolutely the best tag team at the minute in SAS.
They're certainly showing a lot of promise from what we have seen so far. They look to be a well-established unit, and they are making a name for themselves up and down the country, and their newest home is right here in SAS Wrestling.
You are 100% right. These two are definitely on the same page. They communicate well. They're very, very close as a team. That's what being a tag team's all about, John. That closeness, that continuity.
Indeed, and talking of closeness and continuity, the models are going to have their hands full tonight, taking on the team of the Hollywood Playboys, Matt Damien and Playboy Phil Bedwell.
Oh, I guess that means we're going to be treated to the antics, rather, of one Phil Bedwell again. I hope he's in better shape this month than he was last.
Well, you know what, Gilligan, you can make light of the situation, but Phil Bedwell seems to be in a bad way, and it looks like every time I see him, he seems to be a little bit worse than the time before.
Well, here we go. We're about to be joined by the Playboys. I hope this isn't embarrassing.
Well, here comes Hollywood Matt Damien, and where is Phil Bedwell? Let's hope he's made it. Last time we saw him, he'd woken up in the back of a van somewhere in Southend, I think.
Surprise, surprise.
This is beyond a joke, Gilligan. This isn't funny anymore. The guy likes to party, fair enough. We all like to have one or two. I know you do. But this is too much. Look at him. He's red-faced. He's unshaven. He's barely wearing the clothes he's got. It looks like he slept in them for about a week. And he is staggering up and down the place. This isn't funny. He is not in any state to wrestle.
Well, as disturbing as it is, I'm pretty sure that's the same clothes he was in last time. If he's going to make a pathetic mess of his life, let him carry on. Just make sure he doesn't hurt anybody in the process.
Is that vomit on his shirt?
Oh, that is disgusting. John, how can you be on the side of these two? Why aren't you looking at the models and saying, yes, these two look good, these two look handsome, these two look like they could get it done. They're not covered in their own vomit, they're not still drinking Jack Daniels. What is wrong?
For me, Gordon, it's a personal thing. It's personal. The Playboys, they prove themselves to be great individual people. They're a good young team. I've seen what they've got to offer. They've had a fantastic series of matches up and down the country against the cartel. They've proven themselves to be a top unit. Phil Bedwell, I count him among one of my personal friends, and I like the guy. And the reason why I stick up for them, why I'm looking out for them, is because I am worried about Phil Bedwell. And I think everyone here tonight is worried about Bedwell.
I'm worried about what he might do to someone by accident. Look at him, he can't even climb the ropes. How can Damien put up with this? If I was him, I would have just discarded the rubbish and taken myself to the top.
But you've never had any friends, Gordon. You've never had any friends. If you had a friend, someone you cared about, then that's why you'd stick it out.
There are plenty of people I care about. Charming Don Charles, good friend of mine, personal acquaintance. I'd go to bat for that guy. If he had a drink problem, I'd step in. I wouldn't be like you. I wouldn't sit here and criticise. I'd go help out. That's your problem, John. You're letting him get away. You're an enabler.
Moving on there, Gordon. The models, as you say, do look like a fantastic team. They do look like a good, well-oiled unit. No pun intended there. And they do look like they can get the job done. And Phil Bedwell, as I said, he's in no state to perform, and really, referee Joel Allen needs to have a word with him. He needs to check him out. I don't think the guy can even move in a straight line.
Well, it doesn't matter about a straight line. As soon as he's knocked out by the models, they can pin him and get it out of the way. Undefeated or not, I think this is the last dance you're going to see the Playboys at.
Indeed, the Playboys are undefeated. They've been teaming together for just over a year here in S.A.S. They've defeated teams such as the Cartel, such as the Brotherhood. They have made a real name for themselves. But at what cost, at what price? The pressure of their success seems to be having, well, an adverse effect on Phil Bedwell, and I'm not sure that Damien is mature enough, emotionally speaking, to carry the weight of Bedwell on his back and to carry the emotional pressure.
Well, here you can see, they are undefeated. Like you said, a near year-long run, but what are they going to be remembered for? I'd say nothing, but the antics and the stupidity of the Playboy.
You're right, and that's why I'm saying to you, Gilligan Gordon, Phil Bedwell needs help. The Playboy needs help.
Then do something about it. Or you're going to see someone like Joseph Hayes stamp on his face and help him out the best way he knows how. Look at this inappreciative crowd. They don't know where they should be aiming their applause.
Well, I think there's a feeling of concern for the Playboys. I think the fans are worried. They've seen the rise and fall of Phil Bedwell in recent months. They've seen him right at the top of his game, but they've seen the grip that alcohol has taken on his life and the descent into utter chaos that his life has become.
You said it there yourself. I mean, look at him. Does he even realise what he's doing? He nearly fell off the apron.
Oh, there he did. He took a real stumble there. There the bell rings and the matchup is underway. And this is the opening bout of what is going to be a fantastic show for you here tonight. SAS Wrestling, SAS the 13th. We have got some top stars in action tonight. The SAS UK champion Spud is in the building. We have got sadistic Jack Storm. We've got the Dragon Luke Phoenix. But fans, first things first, tag team action. The models taking on the Hollywood Playboys. And Matt Damien ducks the clothesline and comes up with a big one of his own.
Come on, that was completely out of the blue. How is he doing this on his own? Look, how can you call this tag team wrestling? This is pretty much a handicap match.
The match has just started, and here we go. Damien doing very well, and the models there struggling to make a quick tag, but Bedwell's out cold.
Well, they don't call him Bedwell for nothing. It looks like he's made himself right at home there in the corner.
I don't think he's slept. I don't think he's slept in a couple of days. We know he's got a live fast, die young lifestyle. We know he likes to party hard, but this is just too much. Stumbling into the ring. Why did Damien even tag him in?
I don't think he had a choice. I just guess he got dragged into the ring. Next thing you know, Phil Bedwell will open his eyes and realise where he is.
Bedwell's a disgrace. I still consider him a personal friend, but he is a disgrace. He's a mess. He's got ribbon or tape coming off his hand. It probably hasn't been changed for a month. He's wearing old wrestling trousers or tights there, staggering up and down the ring. He's unshaven. He's a mess.
Look at this. He tried for a tie, but he can't even hold the man. Dan should get out of there before he gets hurt, because this is not a wrestling match, this is a danger zone. The referee should stop it, get Bedwell out of there. You wouldn't go to a golf course and play drunk? You wouldn't go to a rugby match and play drunk? Why should a wrestler be allowed to be drunk?
Absolutely, Gordon. It's not often that we're on the same page, but I couldn't agree more. And you're quite right, the safety of the models has got to be put into question here.
I mean, look at their faces. Why would they be risking faces like that against a dangerous, uncaring individual like Phil Bedwell? Selfish, no less.
Let's try again. I got you this time.
Bedwell staggering around the ring, trying to drum up what remains of his little fan support. The fans are getting behind him, but there's still the concern there. Still the worry for what he's become, for what he might do to himself and to others. Headlock there from the models.
I don't care what happens to him, it's the other people in there with him, John. I know I may be going on like a broken record. Look at that, just knocked over, almost like he fell. This is embarrassing, and I'm going to put over the point again that he's dangerous. He is dangerous.
Nonetheless, the models don't seem to be too concerned. And maybe that caught them off guard. Danny there seemed to be rather arrogant.
Oh, come on! He just fell on him. He just headbutted him. This is completely unorthodox offense. You can't prepare for this kind of thing. He just collapsed.
Well, but still with the presence of mind to pull down that rope. But went tumbling to the outside. And Joseph Hayes going around there to check on his tag team partner.
Will SAS officials stand up and say, okay, it was our fault, put their hands up when he does something wrong? I say when because it's gonna happen.
The models clearly never encountering anything like this before, and they are in no rush to get back in the ring, just breaking the referee's 10 count with a perfunctory slide into the ring, and then heading back to the outside to regroup.
Well, if I was them, I'd turn, tuck my tail and keep going. A win is a win, but is it worth this much? Is it worth the risks that come along with being in there with someone like Phil Bedwell?
And he's still drinking, Gordon. Take a look at that.
Disgrace. I don't think I can watch this anymore, John.
Well, it looks like the models might be willing to settle for a loss by count-out. And as you say, maybe in the long run, maybe at the end of the day, that's best for everyone involved.
Well, see, that's the other thing. These two models, they aren't just pretty faces.
Shut up! Shut up!
Bedwell leading the cries of chicken, but I'm not so sure the models are cowardly.
Okay, I've got something to say. The models have got something to say. If you just be quiet. We shouldn't have to wrestle a drunk like that. Me and Joey have got a better idea. The models challenge the Hollywood Playboys to a pose down. Yeah? A pose down. We want a pose down. Forget the wrestling. We want a pose down. We want a pose down. Make it happen. We want a pose down. Without wrestling, he's drunk. I'm up for a pose down. You're up for a pose down, Hollywood? Up for a pose down. Hit the music!
Well, Bedwell there slurring his words, but the message was pretty unequivocal, Gordon. He accepts. And so we are going to see the Playboys and the models not in a traditional wrestling match, but in a pose down. Quite what that entails, I'm sure we're seconds away from finding out.
Oh yes, work it. Now that is what I'm talking about right there. I mean, they're slowing it down to their pace. This is called the strut. You see there the side on.
Cool down a bit, Gilligan. You're enjoying it almost too much.
No, I'm doing my job. I'm commenting on the action I see. Yeah, look at that. You saw at the end there the double pose.
These guys have been more at home in the CNA catalogue, if you ask me.
Who's where you shop? Here we see, this should be fun.
Well, the models have certainly set a high standard for the Playboys to live up to.
Oh, certainly they have. How could the Playboys even consider getting in there? They are totally outmatched on this one.
Well, Damien's pretty good looking, I'll give him that. Bedwell breaking it down with a spinneroni of sorts. Oh, but it might have cost him dear.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It might have cost him dearly. The equilibrium, I think he is gonna...
He's not gonna... Oh my God! Yes! Yes! The models win! The models win the day!
Will you be serious? I have never seen a more appealing hip thrust in my life.
No!
The Playboys are doing a great job and they look good while they're doing it.
No, the models win! They're going to Disneyland! They're going everywhere!
Well,
Yes.
round two of the pose down now. It's the turnbuckle poses. And what's your thoughts on the model strategy for this part?
Well, I have to put it forward. It's looking good for them at the minute.
Bedwell's alcoholism is not going to bear too well for climbing the turnbuckle, but the actual posing might do well. And you got the good double bicep salute from Matt Damien, who's looking good. But Bedwell's struggling, and they get caught. And this is outrageous.
This is brilliant. See,
It's thoroughly out of the spirit of the pose down.
No. This is exactly what the pose down's about. You walk the walk and you talk the talk. But when it's time for action, boom, you step straight back in.
But the pose down's about the bodies. Surely you can agree with that, Gordon.
Of course I can. I've been in many myself. But it's the aftermath that counts more.
Four hot, tight bodies wrestling in the ring now. And Bedwell nowhere to be seen, he's on the outside. Joseph Hayes with a headlock, and Damien's in trouble, and it looks like he has got no one to tag to, and the model's finding some rare form now, and they are making quick tags in and out, and Damien has got no one.
Oh, that was straight to the head. That's a very intelligent move.
Cover from the models, just a 1 count. It's going to take more than that to put Matt Damien away, but we can see Bedwell staggering around to the front of the screen with the ever-present bottle of JD.
That's ridiculous. Why is he doing this? Why isn't he just sober up, clean up, or get out?
Well, look at this, another quick tag from the models, and Joseph Hayes, I believe, back in the ring as the legal man. And Damien taking a whole host of punishment. And he, as I said, unlike the models who were making the quick tags in and out, Damien's got nobody.
Now see, this is where the models are excelling. They've got the man advantage effectively. Phil Bedwell's nothing in this match. He's just a distraction. He is going to cost them. This is where the model should take advantage and win. Oh, big slam there.
Come on, center the ring. Come on, tag man.
Well, a cover there from Hayes, and fortunately for Damien, Phil Bedwell providing the inadvertent distraction on the outside. Damien able to kick out, but Hayes really going to town on Matt Damien, just choking him out with his left foot, and a big tag to his partner.
Oh, Danny, now this is where the damage will be done. The bigger of the two models, he's going to step up and take apart Matt Damien.
Oh, and you're right there, a big right hand there into the chin or the jawbone of Damien, sending it back into the corner. Joseph Hayes laying a beating on the outside of the ring, and Bedwell again staggering like a drunkard, but that's exactly what he is.
See, this is again, they're utilising the advantage they've got. They're a man up. They're taking full advantage of that by keeping Bedwell. Oh, look at Damien fight like what's wrong with him? He should just lay down and end this travesty.
Well, Damien fighting back for all he's worth, but will 2 against 1. I think it's too much to overcome.
Yes, that is the kind of thing I'm looking for. 2 on 1. You can't beat it. 2, 3. Oh, come on, referee.
It was a great double team manoeuvre. One of them held the legs, the other one came over the top with the bulldog. Damien looked to be out cold. It was a great cover, but Damien, he's got so much heart, so much determination.
But he doesn't have a tag team partner, and in a tag team match, that's what you need.
Damien got the boot up there, and he sent the model flying, and really this is exactly where he'd be looking to get the tag, but I don't think Bedwell is even in the corner. I don't think he's even on the apron.
No, he's not there at all. This is where the models should capitalise. Drag him back. Yes. Oh.
Well, that's exactly what they are doing. Classic tag team strategy dictates that you cut the ring in half. The models don't even have to do that. They don't even have to stop Bedwell from getting the tag. He's doing a good job of that himself. While the Playboys coming off that one.
No, keep him back. Get him down.
He's wrong. There's the tag, and Bedwell is the legal man. Big clothesline again. Both men down.
This is an embarrassment. Look, he's not coordinated. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Chop to the chest of Danny Rio. Goes up against Hayes, and we're going to see a meeting of the minds, maybe.
No, don't do it. Oh. What the? No, don't.
Looks the double clothesline. Bedwell behind. And it's a double noggin knocker.
Oh, that's right, Danny. Cut him off. Ruin him. Destroy him.
Looking for the sunset flip there. Can Danny Rio pull over Phil Bedwell?
Oh.
Bedwell sitting down there.
That's just embarrassing. He probably made himself feel sick again.
You're right, Bedwell certainly looking a little pink in the gills.
Hit him.
Atomic drop.
No. What is this?
He's setting him up for another choke slam, surely.
No way.
Strength there from Matt Damien. What strength there from Matt Damien. He has just knocked him out cold.
Oh, that is disgusting.
And I'll tell you what's disgusting.
What
Damien.
now?
He's got it, but that's traditionally a double team manoeuvre. Bedwell nowhere to be seen. There's the cover, and he's got the win.
Shoot.
He got the win for his team alone. Bedwell, I believe, was actually vomiting over the side of the ring.
Well,
and Damien got the win.
You said it yourself, Damien on his own. Bedwell has fallen over the apron. He doesn't know where he is.
The undefeated streak continues.
How is this constructive? How is this positive? It's just going to encourage his attitude further. He needs a beating. He needs to lose. He needs to get in shape.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, Gordon. I couldn't agree more. And look, the first place he goes to after the match is the Barr. And thankfully he was refused service. catch-up. Unfortunately, his suggestion is a celebratory drink, no doubt, and a party. And he hasn't been to bed for some time, and he could use a drying out process. But just take a look at Damien. Damien knows what's happened.
Well, he doesn't look too happy with winning, would you be?
Well, I'm sure he's pleased to maintain the undefeated streak and pick up the winner's share of the purse here tonight.
Let's go to the
I think the last place Phil Bedwell needs to go is the Barr. And poor old Matt Damien, he is considerably younger than Bedwell, one of the youngest wrestlers actually on the S.A.S. roster, and he has got a lot to deal with.
He is not going to have the brightest of futures, is he, if he carries on hanging out with Bedwell? I mean,
He has got a lot on his plate. Oh, and he's just taken a turn for the worse there. How humiliating.
I am backstage at S.A.S. with the Hollywood Playboys, Matt Damien and, well, just Matt Damien at the moment. Matt, how do you feel winning again tonight? Just, what does it feel like?
No, it's great. Playboys, we're still undefeated. Models, you put up a great fight, but hey, can I say, undefeated. Only problem is, no idea where the Playboys gone.
Where is Phil? Where is Phil Bedwell himself?
Idea. No idea.
Oh. What? Did you?
No.
No.
Oh.
Do you?
Phil? Playboy.
Phil, how you feeling, man? Are you feeling good? Matt, any last words for the good S.A.S. people?
He needs help. He really needs help.